Government has cleared over 1 billion cedis owed health facilities on the National Health Insurance Scheme. With 5 months outstanding payments yet to be made, CEO of the NHIA, Dr. Bernard Okoboy, says work is being done to pay the claims. He made the disclosure when he led a delegation to the Jubilee House to update the president on the current status of the scheme.
Managers of several health facilities in recent times say they are being starved of funds to cater for patients on the National Health Insurance Scheme. As a result, some patients were being forced to bear the full cost of accessing health care due to the non-release of funds to the National Health Insurance Authority. Commenting on this disturbing issue, CEO of the National Health Insurance Authority, Dr. Bernard Okoboy, said so far his outfit has cleared some arrears, old health facilities, and is working on reaching a clean state.
When we came into office, the arrears were over a year's payments. That's over 1 billion plus. The health insurance owed some facilities 13, 14 months of arrears. I'm happy to say that as we speak, we have paid up to April of this year. So if you take out April, there are 8 months that is left. And the way the scheme runs, we take out about 2 to 3 months for claims submission and vetting. So we take those ones out to see the real arrears that we have. So it's about 5 months that we owe facilities when you take out the period for vetting claims.
He, however, proposed a review of the current processing fee of 6 cedis for SNIT contributors and 26 cedis for non-contributors.
Our processing fees, that's the fees we take for putting people on the scheme, is about 6 Ghana cedis. And this was the fee we charged some 16, 17 years ago. It hasn't moved a bit. And largely it's been so because anytime you raise the issue, people say that, no, don't go there, it can ruffle things. So I believe that with time, there ought to maybe be a national conversation so that we even spend sometimes more in trying to get the people on than what they pay for the process that we put them on the scheme. And then the other one is that for those who are not SNIT contributors, who don't pay anything through taxes to the scheme, their premium is about 26 Ghana cedis for a year. And this was the premium some 15 years ago. It hasn't moved a bit.
While it is taking steps to digitalize its operations, the CEO warned health facilities to desist from charging illegal fees.
We have set up committees across the country. We are sitting on the first national report before Christmas. The assurance from the board and management is that January next year, Mr. President, you might hear that some facilities either have been called to the authority to account for their behavior, or worst case scenario, they might be decredentialed. Decredential means that we take away your status to see people who are holding the health insurance card. And I know facilities would pray they don't get there because 80% of all IGF, that's internally generated fund for hospitals in Ghana, come from National Health Insurance Scheme. And that is why every day hospitals are begging us to credential them so that they can see to health insurance patients.
President Akufo-Addo was impressed by the work done so far by the current management of the scheme and assured them of the continuous support.
I'm very happy to hear about the improvements that you've brought about, especially in your relatively brief time as Chief Executive Officer of this, the expansion in membership, the targeted expansion in membership, the management of claims. Clearly, the more claims are brought under electronic management, the greater the guarantee is to Ghanaian taxpayers that the claims are being efficiently addressed.
Meanwhile, the National Health Insurance Authority is targeting to enroll about 18.3 million Ghanaians onto the scheme by the end of the year.